Let us study chemistry together with CBSE Chemistry Tips and Tricks.
Question number 1. See, this question is from NEET 2025. The ratio of the wavelength of the light absorbed by a hydrogen atom when it undergo the transitions. First transition is from n is equal to 2 to n is equal to 3. Second is n is equal to 4 to n is equal to 6. In both cases, you can see electrons are excited from lower shell to higher shell, right? First case 2 to 3 and second case 4 to 6. Okay, and definitely light energy is absorbed and we have to find the ratio of the wavelength of the light absorbed. Assume that first case the wavelength of the light absorbed is lambda 1. Second case it is lambda 2. So we have to find lambda 1 by lambda 2. Now listen, for solving this question we have only 1 minute. So read the question, identify the scenario, identify the right equation and substitution. All those things you have to do in 1 minute. What is the equation for the wavelength of light when electron shift from one shell to another? You know it, right? It is Rydberg formula. So what is that? 1 by lambda is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. Correct, right? We can do the mathematical part. See, 1 by lambda 1 is equal to RH into 1 by n1 square. What is that? 2 square minus 1 by 3 square, right? Now what is that? RH into, try to minimize a step. So it is 9 minus 4 by 4 into 9 is, you can write 4 into 9, okay? Now, see what is that? RH into 5 by 36. Now 1 by lambda 2. What is 1 by lambda 2? RH into second case. See, n1 is what? 4 square minus, what is that? 36, right? 6 square. Got it right? Try to do maximum steps in your mind. So RH into, see, 6 square is 36 minus 4 square is 16. So 36 minus 16 is what? 20 by 16 into 36. Don't multiply, okay? Don't find the product in the denominator. Keep it like that. No issue. Now this you can keep it as equation number 1. This as equation number 2. Divide 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. It's up to you. Anyhow, we need lambda 1 by lambda 2. That is your choice. So I am going with 1 by 2. Okay. So what you will get? 1 by lambda 1 by 1 by lambda 2 is equal to, see, you can see RH you can cancel. So what is left? 5 by 36 divided by what? 20 by 16 into 36. Actually, you can skip this step. Okay, you can directly multiply it. Okay, taking the reciprocal. So anyhow, for understanding, I am doing like this, like this, like this. Okay. Now what? 36 cancel, 5 and 20 cancel, 16 and 4 you can cancel, you will get 4. So on LHS you have what? 1 by lambda 1 by 1 by lambda 2. So what is that? Lambda 2 by lambda 1 is equal to, what is left here? 4 by 1. Clear, right? So we need what? Lambda 1 by lambda 2. That is what the question asks, right? So what is that? 1 by 4. Clear? So this is our answer. Hope all of you understand. So you have to do numerical very fast, okay? Identify the equation, substitute properly, try to do maximum steps in your mind, like that. Question number 2. Again, this question is from NEET 2025. If the half-life for a first order reaction is 1 minute, then the time required for 99.9% completion of the reaction is closest to. See here, again a numerical question. So we have only 1 minute to solve. You have to understand the question, understand the scenario, identify the right equation, proper substitution, and finding the answer. For that whole thing, you are getting 1 minute. Okay, here they have given half-life period and they ask to find total time, right? Total time for 99.9% completion. In such cases, remember this equation you can use. R by R0 is equal to 1 by 2 whole raised to n, where n is the number of half-life period. N is the number of half-lives. Okay. Now what is n? N is equal to total time by t half. That point you keep in mind. If you know this equation, it is very easy. Very, very easy. See here, R represent present concentration and R0 represent initial concentration. As the things are in percentage, you know, initial concentration you have to take 100. Now 99.9% is completed. What is left? 0.1. Clear? That is equal to what? 1 by 2 whole raised to n. Clear? So you can write like what? 1 by 1000 is equal to 1 raised to n. That is 1 by 2 raised to n. So you can write like 2 raised to n is equal to 1000. Clear, right? Okay. Now can we write 1000 in terms of 2? Actually directly not possible. But very close values are there. Remember, you have to by heart. Okay, 2 cube is 8, 2 raised to 4 is 16, 2 raised to 5 is 32, 2 raised to 6 is 64, 2 raised to 7 is 128, 2 raised to 8 is 256, 2 raised to 9 is 512, 2 raised to 10 is 1024. That you must by heart. Okay, that will definitely help you for physics and chemistry. So 2 raised to n is approximately equal to what? 2 raised to 10. 2 raised to 10 actual value is 1024. Okay, not 1000 but approx. So you can write n is equal to what? 10. Now what is n? You see, n is equal to total time by t half. What is t half? 1 minute as per the question. So what is total time? N into 1 minute, right? What is n? Which we already got. 10 into 1 minute. So what is our answer? 10 minute. Clear? You understand? Now we can check the question again one more time. Hope you understand, right? See, option 4 is the right answer. Okay, option 4 is the right answer. Third question, again from 2025 NEET paper. Dalton's atomic theory could not explain which of the following. We know Dalton's atomic theory is one of the classical theory in chemistry. Okay, now we must know Dalton's theory is based on indivisible solid atoms and definitely work well for conservation of mass, law of constant proportion and law of multiple proportion, because all these three laws are connected with combination of atoms. Okay, regarding fourth option, what is fourth option? Law of gaseous volume. What is the rule? What is the law? Gay-Lussac law, right? And Dalton cannot explain law of gaseous volume. Why? Because actually Dalton even don't know gaseous like H2, O2, Cl2 exist as diatomic molecule. He does not have any idea about that. So how can he explain law of gaseous volume or Gay-Lussac law? Not possible, right? So what is our answer? Law of gaseous volume, right? Okay. Also, I will give you a time-saving exam hack. If the option mention volume or molecular formula, you can definitely doubt what? Dalton's theory. Okay. He had no idea of molecules or atoms combining by volume. Remember that, okay? Remember. Question number 4. Again from NEET 2025. 5 moles of liquid X and 10 moles of liquid Y make a solution having a vapor pressure of 70 torr. The vapor pressure of pure X and pure Y are 63 torr and 78 torr respectively. Which of the following is true regarding the described solution? See, they have given the option. See, option 1, positive deviation, then negative deviation, then ideal. Then you can see the solution have volume greater than the sum of individual volume. Again, we have a numerical, right? So you have to read the question, understand the scenario, identify the proper equation, then proper substitution, and you have to get answer everything in 1 minute, right? Okay, now here what is the scenario? See, here you have 2 volatile liquid, correct, right? And the question is regarding vapor pressure. Then no doubt the equation is connected with Raoult's law. Okay, what is the equation? Total vapor pressure is equal to PA standard chi A plus PB standard chi B. Okay, and this is for ideal solution. But here we don't have an idea, right? Whether this is ideal or non-ideal with deviation. We don't know. So you cannot use the 70 torr as total pressure. Okay. See, that is the actual total vapor pressure. If it is ideal, you will get the same P here. Okay, you can substitute PA standard chi A, PB standard chi B and check what you are going to get. If you are getting 70, you can say what? You can say the solution is ideal. Option 3 is right. Got it? Now, there are two other possibilities, right? Which are they? See, the actual value, that is 70, is greater than the ideal calculated value. Okay, you will get here the ideal vapor pressure, right? Okay, second possibility is what? See, the actual value, that is 70 torr, is lesser than the calculated value. If the actual value is greater, then it is positive deviation or negative deviation. If the vapor pressure is greater than the expected calculated value, then it is of course positive deviation, right? You know it. Now, if the calculated expected value is greater than the actual value, which means actual value is lesser than calculated value, then it is what? Negative deviation, right? That you already know. If the actual value is lesser than ideal value or calculated value, then you can say it is negative deviation. Now it is a matter of calculation, right? Do fast. In single step you have to do, okay? And now first one you can take it as A, second one you can take it as B, okay? So first one, what is the pressure? 63 into chi A means what? Na by Na plus Nb. So what is that? Na by Na plus Nb plus what is PB standard? It is 78 into Nb by Na plus Nb. Correct, right? Okay. So what you're going to get? 63 into 5 by 15 plus 78 into 10 by 15. Correct, right? You can cut 1 by 3. Here you can cut 2 by 3. You can simply calculate 63 by 3. What is that? 21 plus. You can cut 3 and 78. It becomes 26. 26 into 2 is 52. On adding, you will get 73. So calculated value is 73. Okay, 73 greater than 70. See the calculated value, assuming these two liquids are forming ideal solution, we calculated the total pressure and that is 73. Okay, and that is greater than the actual value, which means actual value is lesser than calculated value. So negative deviation, and your answer is option 2. Hope you understand. Very, very important, okay? Now comes our fifth question. See, this question is again from 2025 NEET paper. Identify the suitable reagent for the following conversion. At last, an organic question, right? Okay, now here we have ester converting to aldehyde, right? Methyl benzoate is becoming what? Benzaldehyde, right? Okay, of course, we have to use some reducing agent, right? And see, this reaction is a very famous reaction. Methyl benzoate to benzaldehyde. What is the reducing agent? You remember, right? Deballage. Okay, it's deballage, correct? And what deballage stands for? It is diisobutyl. You can see butyl aluminium hydride. Okay, that you must know. Deballage stands for what? Di for 2. Isobutyl, you can see inside bracket. Aluminium hydride. Okay, right? And that is your answer. Now, see what will happen if you use these three reagents. That also you must know. If you use LiAlH4, remember it is a strong reducing agent, so it will reduce ester directly to the alcohol. Okay, you will get the corresponding alcohol. Second, okay, that is our answer, deballage. And third one is NaBH4. See, by using NaBH4, we cannot reduce ester. Okay, actually NaBH4 is a mild reducing agent. By using it, you can reduce aldehyde and ketone. But by using NaBH4, you cannot reduce ester, acid or amide under normal condition. Remember it, okay? And what about the last option? And this is a specific reagent. You remember, right? It is used for reducing acid chloride to aldehyde. That is Rosenman reduction. See, this is a special reagent which we normally use for what? Rosenman reduction. You remember, right? Where we convert acid chloride to aldehyde, not for esters. Clear? So, second option is our right answer. So we have finished the first part of our NEET daily series. Join me every day as we break down hand-picked questions with smart tricks, tips and key points. Okay, all in one quick session. So stay tuned and keep learning. Thank you.